Sam and Kate Cawthorn. Welcome to Speakers Tribe 2020 in the Gold Coast, Australia. We are live on air on Speakers Tribe TV, our pilot project. I am so excited for this conversation. I thank you for your precious time. Now, Sam and Kate, we are at Speakers Tribe conference, as I said. Can you please let our audience know what is Speakers Tribe and what do we do for our community?
Yeah, great question. Look, one thing I really believe in is that every single human being in this world has a voice, and that voice can actually be used to bring up or destruct. That voice can be used to inspire, to empower, or to actually bring down. And suppose one thing that we wanted to do with Speakers Tribe is really help people to build their voice, to share their story so they can lift up, they can inspire others, and so they can ultimately make a difference. So it's a non-for-profit. It's a complete run by the tribe, for the tribe, but from a concept that happened just a few years ago, we now have tribe gatherings in 4 countries. We have over 700 members. It is quite phenomenal, the growth that we've seen in the last 12 to 18 months even.
Indeed, indeed. I have experienced this myself. So you're both parents. I am a parent myself. So Kate, from your perspective as a mother, having that kind of impact to other people, making voices heard and messages heard, and modeling this to your children and your children's behaviors bleeding into the community far and wide, how does that impact your family and also your local community where you are?
Yeah, good question. So how it impacts our family, I think our children become a part of the tribe by osmosis. So because they're in and around and amongst our proximity all the time, they kind of, they've just become wired this way naturally. In some ways, obviously they're our kids, it's annoying, you've got to come to work with mum and dad, but they also have grown in confidence and they've grown in the way that they learn to have conversations and deal with people. And we've had that feedback from teachers, from employers, from people in their proximity. So it makes us really, really proud to be able to see the impact that they've had as well in their own communities just by being part of our tribe. So that's what the tribe proximity does.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, it's this confidence and self-belief. Now, Sam, we have, as remarkable and influential as you are, there will be someone out there who wouldn't know who Sam is and what made you who you are today and what made you the CEO and founder of Speakers Tribe and Speakers Institute. There's a story behind this, and therefore you have created such an impact already. I know you've spoken, alongside the Dalai Lama, former U.S. President Bill Clinton, but before all of that, how did that passion got born from within? What happened?
Yeah. Look, great question. I suppose ever since I was a young kid, I always believed that there was something big on my life. I always believed that there was something more. And certainly one thing I found throughout that journey is that I had to then do something about it. And I think a lot of people have dreams and aspirations and they think that one day maybe you'll fall into it. But it doesn't happen that way. It requires hard work. It requires you to be faithful with the little things. And so for me, I just simply started to helping other people, making a difference. Through that journey, had a car accident. I now live with a disability. But people don't necessarily look at me as a person that lives with a disability. They look at me as someone that just simply wants to make a difference. And ultimately, I just believe that I'm just a vessel in this world doing what my God has asked me to do. And so I'm surrendering to myself more and more and learning how to just love people for who they are and what they really want to do. And if I just help one more person today, I know that I can lie down on my bed tonight knowing that I've made a difference in someone's life. And for me, there's no greater fulfillment on the planet, no greater success that I can ever think of.
Yes. I know I forget that you have one arm only all the time. Yeah. You move a lot faster than everyone else around us. So Kate, with you guys have been such a solid pair for a long, long time now. What is it like to continuously evolve and get behind such a big global vision?
Yeah, so I guess that's the same as any dream or any vision that people have. You take one day at a time and you watch it unfold before you. So, and this is no different. It's just been one day, one step after another, and it comes with its challenges. It's a roller coaster like any other ride that we're on. So, but it's a really, really valuable one, and it's one in which we get the privilege to be able to watch the impact that not only we have, but that everybody around us is having in their own communities and their own proximity. So that's what makes the challenges more palatable, and it makes the ride worthwhile.
It's worthwhile, isn't it? Absolutely. So where do we go from here? We've had a couple of very, very successful speakers tribe conferences, and I believe we're taking it far and wide. Can you let us know a little bit more about our vision?
Yeah, look, really good question. Look. Ultimately, we have more vision than provision. So we don't know how we're going to do it. Yet we have a 2030 vision, and we are doing everything we can with the little resources that we do have to go out there and empower that next generation of voices in the world. So I'm doing everything we can. So I'm doing everything I can to build the right team around us to make that happen. 2021, we'll be having our Speakers Tribe conference in Bali, which is awesome. And there's still early bird tickets available. However, ultimately, I want to continue to help people to have their own vision where they can go global, where they now know that it is time, that their time has come. And for me, that's what it's all about. If we can empower that next person to believe that they have a voice, believe that they have a story, for me, that's all that matters. And if they find a place of belonging, a tribe, then come along, check it out, because we just want to cheer people's dreams along.
Yes, indeed. Empowering, and I'm part of this. I do run one of our state tribe gatherings every month. Now, for our audience, if they have a message and want to make a difference and want to be part of a bigger proximity than what they currently have, how can they help? How can they reach out to us? And how can they be part of us?
Yeah, so look, if you're a member, or let's say you want to become a member, find out how you can become a member, through any of our social medias or the website itself. But certainly, we haven't got things right, and we are far from perfect. And there's a lot of there's a lot of areas where we are currently looking for leaders. We're looking for people that says, hey, look, I want to serve a bigger vision than myself. I want to be a part of something great. And so if that is you, get in contact with us and find ways where you can contribute, where you can serve, where you can add value. Because I believe that when you're making a difference in other people's lives, that is part of our destiny. That is part of our calling. And when you attach your own vision to someone else's bigger vision, then there's power in that. So, this is bigger than me. It's bigger than us. However, we're doing everything we can to help other people make a difference. And if that's you, join us, serve, contribute, whatever you need to do.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. I have one fun question for you, Sam. If you have one superpower, what would that be?
Actually, I reckon you should answer it first for you, and then I'll then answer it for me, because I've got to think about it. What's your superpower?
For me, it would be invisibility. And that's because while it's great to be able to see and experience people's emotions with talk about strengths, but empathy is one of my top strengths. And for those of you that haven't taken the Strengths Finder assessment, it's a Gallup-Clifton Strengths Assessment, which is one I think everybody should do. But to be able to experience that sort of thing is a superpower in and of itself. But to be able to have invisibility, I think, would be able to go and experience other people's journeys without them knowing that you're there, and see what happens behind the scenes on the other side of the doors, which I think would be amazing.
Wow.
My superpower, I think, would be flight. And it's because my record today is 56 flights in 1 month. And to be quite honest, I have to reach as many people as I can. So if I can fly to the next location without, dealing in airports and flights, that would be pretty cool. So certainly flying.
Absolutely. I think, Sam, that your message flies even when you don't physically fly. And for that, I really I really thank you for being that kind of visionary, and I'm grateful for this time that we have, and thank you for being here, for you both.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.